Okay, so I just received an update from the guys over in China that make this thing. So I installed it in the... I wasn't quite sure where to put the SIM chip, so I just had an empty one. I popped it in here. I went to settings, info, update, and it took a minute, and then it found the update, and it automatically rebooted, and now it's doing the install of the update. So hopefully this makes it run a little smoother. I also want to be able to use that as memory, so I'm hoping that also helps. So we'll see. I will show you the update afterwards, so you don't have to sit through the whole thing. Alrighty. Alright, so that's kind of weird. The update thing just went like that, like crazy, and then now it's rebooting. I was a little worried that it was totally freaking out on me. Okay, that's a good sign. I'll pause. Okay. It should be popping up here any minute. See what happens. Drum roll. It's taking a minute or two. Seriously. Huh. Longer than usual. I know usually with phone updates too, the apps kind of have to get rebuilt, so maybe that's what's going on. I'll pause again for a sec. Well, it just took it a while. I think it was just doing its thing. Now it's going to optimize a bunch of apps here, so we'll let it do that. Okay, I stepped out of the car while it was doing its thing, and it was just totally black, even though there was power. So I got a little nervous, waited a while. Oh, interesting. Now it's optimizing 1 of 4. So, yeah, then I just kind of said, well, let me turn the key off and then back on, and now it's continuing its optimization. So, yeah, I guess it was just kind of like got stuck on an app or something. See what goes on. Okay, so there wasn't any sound coming out of it at all. It worked, and the beeping was going off, but there was no actual radio or YouTube or anything. So I've done a full system restore. It's erasing all the apps, well, except for the default ones, hopefully, and putting it back to the system default. So we shall see. It's been taking a while to reboot. Looks like it might be ready to do something. So I want to test it and see if it hopefully goes back to normal. Okay, so other than this bizarre background, it's back up and running. Now let's hope. I am hearing the beeping noise, which is good. Let's hope we hear the radio. Please, please, please. I don't know what's going on here. That's not necessarily a good thing. Let's go to 90. 2.7. We should be hearing something. Crap. It's like it's finding the stations, but the audio's not. What's going on here? Oh, here, let's turn that up. Let's turn that up. 2.7. Really? Should be getting something right now. Stereo. Okay, got it fixed. Everything's working. I had to go in. here into the factory settings. And if you don't know, the factory setting to get in there is 126. It's definitely more responsive, which is seems like a strong update. And there, I noticed too, there's different settings in this factory settings section. So car logo, if you're wondering, there's a ton of logos in here. Bentley, Fiat, all kinds. Radio, you have all the different bands of radio, and I've got mine on USA or America 1. There's a slight difference between America 1 and America 2. It goes up slightly. Not that I really need that. Anyways, in the voice section, for some reason the radio was down to like 0. That's why I couldn't hear anything. So now it's at 10, which is good. So I think this kind of sets the volume defaults, and so I applied that and it works. Canvas also has, this is different. This has got 2 different ones. All race and Bango. Now, again, mine works as it is, but I just found this kind of curious. They've got more stuff in here now. I'm going to leave it alone though. Key study. This is also different. And another menu I'm not going to get into right now because I don't want to spend all night on this thing. But that's looking good, and this is also looking good. So we're good there. We're just going to bail out of there. I already did the updates. Everything's working there. Fix the background. This is new too, where you click on there. Wallpaper, manage apps, system settings. Which is good. I haven't... Oh, I think my other apps are downloading. Yeah, those are updating. So to get into the other apps, you go here, and it acts like a regular. By the way, if you want to turn off the radio, you just bounce. That kills the radio there, and it sets this up. That resets all of the. It kills all the apps, clears memory. Yep, there you go. That's the fader, tuner, all that stuff. Calculator. I guess if you really wanted to do that, this is just the background. I don't really need all that. The file manager, I don't need that on my desktop. Settings, I do. Audio, video out. I don't have anything attached to that, so that's going away. Radio, Bluetooth, 80p. So whenever you do Bluetooth, like that's just to do the setup. That should be over here. That's just do setup. But if you actually want to play your Bluetooth through your phone, you can do that here. Music, this is if you have, you're into MP3s and all that. I'm just not. Again, I'm just going to remove it from the desktop. That's all that's doing. So everything else is clear. Then I got all my apps in here. And it should have downloaded, yeah, there's maps. And let's see if it's going to, no, that's it. So I'm going to have to reload Waze. And then I also wanted to put in maybe Pandora. So you just go up here to the App Store. Yep. And go to, oops. Anyway, you can download all kinds of apps if you have the space. Now that is one thing I wanted to see under the settings. All these different ways to get there. Steering wheel keys, date accessibility, it's in storage. Now there seems to be more settings here. Internal. GPS card. What does that do? Available. SD card. It's weird. I don't know. It says SD card, but here's a GPS card. Like, how do I... And then there's USB through 4. Seriously, folks. How do I may have to ask these guys. Because what I would like to do, USB computer connection, is I want to use that as memory. Alright, well anyway, Everything else is working. It seems like a good update, and these guys are very responsive, so that's cool, and everything's working. So there you go. Oops, bail out of there. All right, have fun, guys. Bye. Okay, I'm going to show you one other cool thing. They've cleaned this up a lot, so I'm hoping it works. We're going to try it on the Apple phone. I just did it for my Samsung, but I can't since I use this thing to film. So with the Easy Connect, oops, initializing, please wait. What's going on there? Okay, exit, because we want to. Okay, there we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to, no, hang on. We want to, so you got to make sure your phone is unlocked, which this one is. Now it is. And then we're going to connect up. Bear with me, only so many hands here. Okay. We got it plugged in. You can see it's charging. Okay, so that's charging. Now we're going to do retry. Works for the Samsung. Yeah. Hang on, let's bounce back one. Then we're going to go the iPhone. Start mirror image. I think that's down here somewhere. Turn on mirroring. There we go. Yeah, check it out. How cool is that? Well, it won't. It's got to go to something that'll rotate. So what's a good one that will rotate? But you can see here it's mirroring. So actually what I could do is set this down and I could just go over here. Really? Huh, that's not. So on the Samsung that works. Interesting. But on this it's not. On the Samsung you can actually control your phone. So I'm trying to find something where if I rotate, no. Apple's a little more challenging. Let's see, what do we have here? Here. I feel like I want to show that per se. But yeah, that does full screen. So I don't want to necessarily show that, but there you can see full screen. And that if I turn the phone, see it's mirroring it. So if I do this, let's see if settings, connect automatically. Interesting. So it is allowing me to cast this one, but it is not like the Samsung. I can actually touch this screen and control. This is just casting. So still kind of a cool feature. And I believe if I play music, skip. Let's just start playing whatever. Number one hits. Yep.
All my soldiers over there in Iraq. Everybody right here.
So that definitely works. Trying to do a sideways. This app is not designed for horizontal, but neither is the OS, right? That's kind of lame. But it does work. That's cool. They fixed it. that they fixed. And the way you do it on this guy is you just do that EC mirror DD is where you're casting it to. If I turn that off, it's got the option to turn it off. So let's keep it on. Now the other thing I was curious about is wirelessly. So again, I have it plugged in right now. Now for the Samsung, you just have to plug it in once to kind of initialize it. But this one, yeah, see, it's wireless. Let's kind of bail out. Easy connect. All right, so let's get out of there. Let's go here. Okay, and let's do AirPlay. Start mirroring. AirPlay. Mirror. See if that works now. No, so you still kind of have to do this, but it'll stream music. I mean, it is kind of nice because if you did have your like Maps app up or something like that, and you wanted to just see it here, it will cast it, but you can't control it, I guess, yet with the Mac OS. But for Samsung, you can. So let's go here and let's what does that do? Huh, takes me back there. Let's try my Android. So the Wi-Fi worked also for mine, and I can control the buttons. Now I don't know if this is going to be like a mirror within a mirror thing because I'm filming right now. Let's see what happens. I'll try to connect to my phone. Because that'll be trippy. Okay. Sometimes the little things in life. How cool is that? So I'm actually casting, this is on, how about that? I'm recording all the way through. Now here, check this out to show you the demo. This is nice, I gotta show you. Of course it will stop, but I can control the phone if I push pause and resume. Hopefully you're able to like catch the jump there, but that's so cool. Yeah, and I'm wireless right now, so I could control my phone. Now I wonder if I push home, is it going to bail? Yeah, no, that gets me out of that Easy Connect app. So I got to stay within the Easy Connect app. I don't know how to, yeah, I don't think I can film and do this at the same time. But anyway, you'll have to trust me. It is controlled. It's interesting, too. There's a little red dot here. Oh, check this out. Power saving mode. Bluetooth prompt about smooth mode to improve control experience. They've improved it a lot already. This is cool. Anyway, I'm a fan. This is really a great radio, great support, and everything's working much smoother with this update. So I'll post the link that they gave me, and I hope you guys enjoy the radio. All right, take care, bye. Okay, so it's rebooting again. It's my dog. Hey, it's done. Ooh, interesting. A bit of a different graphic there. Check out the radio. Let's scan. I'm in the garage right now. I think there's a bit of a delay because it's, yeah, there we go. How come I'm not hearing any sound? I'm not hearing the radio. Okay, it rebooted again. Now it's doing, I guess, optimization of a total of 8. So we'll see how this goes.